What makes a fashion campaign iconic? It's not simply about pretty faces and stunning clothes, it is a blend of artistry, creativity, and a dash of audacity that makes a fashion campaign truly iconic. The creative direction, for instance, plays a pivotal role. It's the vision that brings the campaign to life, marrying fashion with storytelling in a visually captivating way. Then consider the models. They're not just mannequins, they're characters who breathe life into the fashion narrative. The fashion designs, of course, are the stars of the show. They're the tangible expressions of a designer's imagination and craftsmanship that inspire awe and desire. But what ultimately makes a campaign iconic is its impact. It's the way it resonates with the fashion industry, how it influences culture, and how it shapes society's perception of beauty and style. Iconic fashion campaigns leave an indelible mark on our culture and society. The 1950s marked the beginning of luxury fashion, with brands like Dior and Chanel making their mark. This was an era when fashion took a turn towards opulence and elegance, making a clear departure from the austere war years. The world was ready to embrace a new kind of style, one that was both sophisticated and glamorous. And it was during this decade that two iconic fashion campaigns took center stage: Dior's New Look and Chanel's Timeless Elegance. Christian Dior's New Look was a revolution in women's fashion. Introduced in the late 40s, it continued its reign well into the 50s. The New Look was a departure from the boxy, masculine silhouettes of the war years. It featured wasp waists, full skirts and soft shoulders, a look that was undeniably feminine and luxurious. Dior's campaign was a celebration of femininity and opulence, a clear message that the austerity of the war years was behind us. On the other hand, Chanel, under the deft hand of Gabrielle Coco Chanel, was all about timeless elegance. Chanel's fashion campaigns of the 1950s focused on the little black dress, the tweed suit, and the quilted handbag, pieces that have become synonymous with the brand. Chanel's campaigns promoted a kind of elegance that was both sophisticated and accessible, a style that could transcend time and trends. These campaigns by Dior and Chanel were not just about selling clothes and accessories. They were about selling a lifestyle, an image, a dream. They set the stage for what luxury fashion would become, a realm where elegance, sophistication, and exclusivity reigned supreme. These iconic campaigns of the 1950s were a turning point in the fashion industry. They marked the dawn of luxury fashion, a time when fashion became more than just clothes. It became a way of life, a statement of personal style and identity. The 1950s set the stage for the glamour and luxury that would define the fashion industry. This was a time when the world of fashion was transformed, and the seeds of today's luxury fashion campaigns were sown. The 1980s brought a revolution to the fashion world, with brands like Versace and Gucci making bold statements. This was a decade of bold, provocative designs and reinvention of luxury fashion. The 1980s was the era that dared to be different, and it showed in its fashion campaigns. Let's start with Versace. This Italian luxury fashion brand, founded by Gianni Versace, was known for its bold and glamorous designs. The Versace campaigns of the 1980s were a true reflection of this. They were extravagant, opulent, and daring. Versace wasn't just selling clothes, they were selling a lifestyle, a dream. The models were presented not just as clothes horses, but as powerful, confident individuals. This was a stark departure from the norm, pushing the boundaries of what a fashion campaign could be. Now let's shift gears to another iconic brand of the 1980s, Gucci. This was a decade of transformation for Gucci, especially under the leadership of Tom Ford. Ford took the reins in the mid-1980s and began to redefine Gucci's image. The Gucci campaigns of the 80s were a stark contrast to the brand's previous conservative image. Ford's vision was bold, modern, and provocative. He pushed the envelope, creating campaigns that were as much about attitude as they were about fashion. The 1980s also saw a shift in the way campaigns were presented. Brands began to use fashion campaigns as a platform to make strong statements, whether it was about individuality, power, or sexuality. This was a time when fashion began to be seen not just as a way to dress, but as a form of expression and a reflection of societal changes. In short, the 1980s fashion campaigns were revolutionary. They pushed the boundaries of what was considered acceptable, redefined the concept of luxury, and set the stage for the future of fashion advertising. The 1980s saw fashion campaigns pushing boundaries, redefining luxury, and making bold statements. The digital age has brought a new dimension to fashion campaigns, with brands like Prada and Louis Vuitton leveraging technology to create immersive experiences. As we journeyed into the 2000s, iconic fashion campaigns took a digital turn, revolutionizing the way luxury brands connected with consumers. The shift to digital platforms allowed for a more interactive and personalized experience. And leading the charge were brands like Prada and Louis Vuitton. Prada, known for its innovative approach to fashion, took the digital age in stride. The brand reinvented the concept of a fashion campaign by creating immersive digital experiences. With the use of augmented reality and interactive websites, Prada's campaigns transformed from static advertisements into dynamic conversations. The brand's Prada Thunder campaign, for example, used an interactive website to allow users to explore the collection in a virtual landscape, blurring the lines between fashion, art, and technology. Louis Vuitton, on the other hand, capitalized on the rise of social media, creating campaigns that harnessed the power of online influencers and artists. The brand's collaborations with notable figures, such as artist Jeff Koons and influencer Chiara Ferragni, were not just about creating stunning visuals, but about engaging with audiences in a more personal way. Louis Vuitton's Series 7 Inches campaign, featuring celebrities like Jaden Smith and Catherine Deneuve, was a perfect example of this. The campaign leveraged the star power of these personalities, combined with the allure of the brand, to create a viral sensation. The use of technology has not only made fashion campaigns more engaging, but also more accessible. With digital platforms, luxury fashion is no longer confined to glossy magazines or exclusive events. It's at the fingertips of anyone with an internet connection, opening up a world of glamour and sophistication to a wider audience. The digital age has opened up new possibilities for luxury fashion campaigns, allowing brands to create immersive and engaging experiences. In an era where the line between the virtual and the real continues to blur, the fashion industry is perfectly poised to push the boundaries of what's possible in advertising. And as we look to the future, one thing is certain: the digital age of fashion campaigns has only just begun. From the 1950s to the present day, luxury fashion campaigns have evolved significantly. As we trace the path of this evolution, we see a vivid tapestry of change, marked by innovation, creativity, and a keen reflection of societal shifts. In the dawn of luxury fashion, the 1950s, campaigns were an elegant affair. The focus was on the garment, the craftsmanship, the allure of haute couture. Ads were often shot in black and white, featuring poised models in glamorous settings. The aim was simple: to make the viewer aspire to a life of elegance and sophistication. As we moved into the revolutionary 1980s, luxury fashion campaigns took a bold turn. The era was marked by a wave of consumerism, and fashion campaigns didn't shy away from showcasing opulence and excess. The focus shifted from just the clothes to the lifestyle they represented. Ads became more colorful, vibrant, and edgy, reflecting the decade's enthusiasm and flamboyance. As we entered the digital age, the 2000s and beyond, luxury fashion campaigns underwent another transformation. The onset of social media and digital platforms ushered in a new era of connectivity and immediacy. Campaigns became more interactive, personal, and inclusive. Brands started to leverage influencers and user-generated content, blurring the lines between high fashion and street style. The focus was no longer solely on aspiration, but also on relatability and authenticity. In this ongoing evolution, luxury fashion campaigns have played a crucial role in shaping and reflecting societal trends. They have mirrored our changing ideals of beauty, our shifting attitudes towards gender and diversity, and our evolving notions of luxury itself. They have moved from being mere advertisements to cultural statements, sparking conversations and challenging norms. As we stand in the present day, luxury fashion campaigns continue to evolve, embracing new technologies, platforms, and narratives. They are no longer just about selling a product, but about telling a story, creating an experience, and engaging with the audience on a deeper level. Luxury fashion campaigns have not only defined the fashion industry, but they have also reflected and influenced societal changes. And as we look towards the future, they promise to continue this journey of evolution and innovation. Iconic fashion campaigns have an enduring impact, shaping our perceptions of fashion and influencing our style choices. These campaigns are not merely about selling clothes or accessories, they are about selling dreams, ideals, and narratives. They create a world we aspire to be a part of, and this world often transcends the boundaries of time. These campaigns are the reason why we associate certain styles with specific eras, why we link particular colors or materials with certain emotions, and why certain fashion trends keep making a comeback. They have the power to shift societal norms, redefine beauty standards, and even influence global culture. With their innovative concepts, striking visuals, and powerful messages, these campaigns have not only changed the face of fashion, but they have also shaped our collective consciousness. They have taught us that fashion is not just about what we wear, but also about who we are and who we want to be. Iconic fashion campaigns leave a lasting legacy, shaping our perceptions of fashion and influencing our style choices for years to come.